So what I want to do for this last page, I don't really want to worry about this because, again, I don't really like to use the patterns too much. I just like to set things up and just set it up over and over the same way. So go ahead and just cross out example 5. That way you don't have to worry about it. We'll just practice these last ones together, just using, I'm going to use the box every time. If you want to use one of the other methods, then just compare your answer to mine at the end. But, so let's cross that example 5 out, and now let's just multiply, no matter what we're given, let's just multiply using our box for all these, okay? So, again, I set mine up with, since it's a trinomial, 3 columns across the top, and 2 rows down the side, so x minus 2 is here, 6x squared, 3x, and negative 5. Okay? So just multiply them in. Remember, your exponents increase if you're saying x squared times x. So this is what I get when I multiply the row and the column together. And then this is what I get when I multiply the next row times each column, negative 12x squared, 6x, and positive 10. Just be careful, a negative times a negative makes that a positive 10. So then our x squareds combine, our x's combine, and the final answer is 6x cubed minus 9x squared minus 11x plus 10. Okay, so here we are with that one. So this one, again, it's 3, so I'm going to do a box for the first pair. Then I'll do one more box for the second pair. So here's the first pair. X plus 3 and x minus 6. So x squared minus 6x plus 3x minus 18. So these are going to combine, those diagonals are going to combine. So the next box is the last one, x and a positive 5. But then across the top is what we get out of this. So that's x squared. Combine those two, and that's negative 3x, and then minus 18. Okay? So then I just multiply one more time. So when I do that, I get x cubed in this case, negative 3x squared, because x times x is x squared, negative 18x, positive 5x squared, negative 15x, negative times a positive, and then 18 times 5, 18 times 5 is 90. Negative times a positive is negative 90. So just like this one, the diagonals pair, just like that one, the diagonals pair, we also need to combine these diagonals, and then we'll have that final answer. So x to the third plus 2x squared minus, I think that's 33, right? Yep. Minus 33x, and then minus 90. Okay? So that's just the box over and over again, and then just combine your like terms at the end. So we've got 2 more. All right, I think we have 2 more. Yep, we have 2 more. I am not going to say much because, again, it's just the same thing. So I'm just going to make a box. I'm going to put that on either side and multiply it out. This one takes longer because there's 3 of them. So actually what I'll do is, why don't I just do this one for you, and then I'll just let you guys try this one, and I'll just give you the answer. Okay? So you can use the pattern. I would just make 2 boxes and then make a third one. So just remember that whenever you square something, it means 6q minus 3r times 6q minus 3r. People accidentally don't think of it that way and then they make a mistake. So this is the same way. 2m plus 5 times 2m plus 5 times 2m plus 5. So there's 3 of them. So just like we did this one that had 3, you have to approach it the same way, unless you use the shortcut. So this one, when I set it up, 6q minus 3r, 6q minus 3r, 36, make sure you're multiplying, q squared, minus 18, q times r, so you just say qr, minus 18, q times r. Or you could say r times q, it doesn't matter, I just go in alphabetical order. Negative times a negative is a positive 9, r times r is r squared. Okay, these combine because they're like terms. Even if you had switched those, that's okay. That's okay. The commutative property says you could change their order. So whether it's QR or RQ, you can still combine them. So that is 36 Q squared minus 36 QR, just because negative 18 plus negative 18 is negative 36. And then positive 9R squared. Okay? Now, that one's probably the hardest because it had 2 variables. This one is just like the others. I would do this pair first, get that trinomial, then multiply the last one in. And let me give you the answer so you can just compare after you've tried it. Okay? It takes some time, and I mean, you've already seen it a few times. So I'd rather just go ahead and give you the answer so that you can try it and see if you come to the same place. So once you do these two, get the trinomial and then do that one. And I will tell you the trinomial is 4m squared plus 20m plus 25. Okay? So if you use the box, that's what you should get. Yes. Then multiply it by this last one. Okay? And when you do that, you get 8m to the third plus 60m squared plus 150m plus 125. So it is a long answer. Okay? It is a long answer, and the numbers start getting larger and larger, but that's okay. You still can do it right. I would have just taken that off to the side, made a box of 3 columns, 2 rows, and that's how it ends up coming out and combining and that kinds of stuff, okay? So we'll practice and we'll get some clarification on these, but these do take some time, okay, guys? All right.